Hey, what's up? What's up? This your man Orville J. Parker, aka Coach Guys. Welcome to this episode, or this daily stream. All right. I keep forgetting, man, I'm not doing pre-recorded video. I'm actually live. Okay. So give me a minute, guys. As always, let me jump on here and make sure that um that we're live. Everything is live. Everything is live and direct. All right, so everything is looking good. Okay, so how are you guys doing today, man? Hopefully, you guys are having a blessed and a prosperous day. All right. Hopefully, your day is going good. Um, Hopefully, you'd have been up, productive, got a lot done today. One of the things I try to explain to a lot of people, I say, man, I say if you want to beat a lot of the people out there, I mean, if you want, if you know, if you're the competitive type and you want to beat a lot of people out there, then you know how you can beat them? Show up early. All right, show up early. I used to hear about this 3 and 4 a.m. club, man, years ago. And I got exposed. I was listening to a tech podcast, and they were talking about how a lot of these tech founders, millionaires and stuff, they get up very early, 3 or 4 o'clock. They get up, they do their journaling, their exercise, and things like that. Get started on their day, and so by the time the regular folks wake up, they've already ahead. They've already had 4 or 5 hours of productivity in, and this is how they were staying ahead of their competition because they were getting up early. And I don't know, I'm a night owl, but it's crazy that even like now, if I go to sleep late, right? If I go to sleep late, I still jump up out that bed early, 3:30, 4 o'clock, at the latest 4:30. And I like it because that's the time of the day where I feel more creative at. So if you follow me on social media, that's where I'm shooting my videos. That's the time that I'm creating my posts. I'm working on creative things. I like to do it off the top of my day. Okay, so yeah. So if you want to compete and you want to dominate in your niche or space, man, then get your butt out that bed. Get up early. All right, guys. So today I'm, you know, I told you guys I'm still trying to figure my way through how I want to do these live streams. And I've just been playing with different ideas, and so I know it might change from stream to stream. But you guys know my tradition. You know, my tradition is really talking to you guys about personal development, bettering yourself, entrepreneurship, things like that. And as I told you guys, a lot of the content or a lot of the streams that I create are going to be based around me, sharing with you guys something in one of those spaces. And today I want to talk to you guys about how to get out here and get this bag, man. How you can position yourself to make money. Now, if you guys don't know my backstory, I've been a full time entrepreneur now for right at almost 3 years now. And I run several small, but hopefully profitable businesses here from the comfort of my home. I have a publishing company. All right. First of all, let's call it an umbrella company called Trade Hippo, LLC. Okay. Then inside of that, I have a small publishing company called Creative Vibe, where I create educational content around content creation. So as of right now, we have, I think, right at 20 different courses and trainings inside of our portfolio. And I'm very happy to say, guys, that I went out and I built a publishing company with no employees, traditional employees, but I do have AI employees. And each one of my AI employees has the equivalent of a PhD. All right, really let that sink in. Now, you asked me how much did I pay for those employees? I paid a lot of time. I paid a year and a half figuring out my AI employees and training them and getting them to the point to where they're at right now. But it was really cool, guys, because I'm all about this whole solopreneur movement, where I believe with AI and technology, you can go out here and you can build either a business or multiple businesses without having to hire any employees. All right. Never before could you do this, but you could do it today. And I'm proof of it. And yeah. And so I have a small publishing company where we created, I think it's almost like I said, 20 courses and trainings around the whole content space. And I'm gonna be sharing one of those with you today inside the strategy we're gonna be talking about. Okay, but then I also own a small creative agency called Avatar Pop Studios. That's my latest venture. And with that, we create custom AI avatars and branding. And I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about that today. And then last but not least, I have a piece of software called Creative Vibe AI. That's a marketing. It's almost like a Swiss Army knife for marketing. Okay, so you could do anything and everything around creating websites, funnels, automations, and things like that with my software. And so all these little three components is what I'm working on. But what I'm gonna do is with these streams, I'm gonna show you how I am positioning myself to create multiple streams of income by leveraging what I was just talking to you guys about. So today, guys, I'm gonna give you a blueprint. I'm gonna give you a blueprint that if you lean into this blueprint, I can't guarantee how much you're going to make, but I can guarantee you that if you lean into it and you take action on the information that's going to be shared with you, that you're going to have a strong chance at going out here and building you some income streams that you own and control. Now, the one thing that I try to explain to everybody, man, is that in today's age, I tell everybody that I think everybody should have some type of side hustle, some type of business that they own and control. It's not safe, all right, to be dependent on a job. When you look at it, jobs are laying people off left and right. I was listening to a podcast yesterday, and it was just talking about how many people are being laid off just due to AI. Not that AI is necessarily taking their jobs, but AI is allowing their companies to be able to optimize. All right. So when they're looking around, they're saying, okay, well, I don't necessarily need this piece of the puzzle again. But what a lot of companies are doing is they're giving their folks a chance to kind of pivot. All right. And they're telling a lot of their people that you need to get in, you need to learn AI. And one of the things that I want to explain to you guys is that if it's not AI, it's something else that's always posing a threat to a job. Employers are not loyal to employees anymore. Employees are not loyal to employers anymore. The world is changing. As we advanced as a species here on planet Earth, hopefully we get wiser, smarter, more productive, more efficient. And as we do that, things are always constantly shifting. But as I was stating at the beginning of this of recording, that I think this is the best time for anybody out there to get out and start trying to figure out how to launch their own thing, how to do their own thing, and that's what I'm gonna be kind of talking to you guys about today. Is that I'm gonna introduce you guys to a strategy and also to one of my products. Okay, that if you hear what I'm saying today, like this message is not going to be for everybody, but if you hear what I'm saying today and you get your hands on this ebook that I'm going to be sharing with you guys, and it's kind of, I call it an ebook, and I guess it is. But what I did was I took about, about 8 of our frameworks that we had around creating content, selling information, how to monetize what you know, what you don't know, what other people know, how to build out automated systems. And we took a lot of those frameworks and we compiled them into a book called Launch the Content Creators Blueprint. And this ebook sells for $50, but it has thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars worth of value in there. And to kind of explain to you guys how we create our info products and our courses and stuff like that, um, I was able to set up systems inside of my AI that allows for my very smart AI. Now, remember, this AIs have PhD level training, right? They're able to go out to the internet, do a quick scan, aka research, find out what's working out there in a certain specific niche. So in my case, I wanted to find out how everyday people were making money around content. And I wanted to emphasize um, in the digital space and selling digital products. And so what would happen is that my AI team would go out to the internet and do a lot of research and pull a lot of data back. And then that data will be filtered through certain criterias. And one of the things that I like to brag about is that everything that we share in our courses and stuff is not theory, but it's proven. It's already working out there, and it's already allowing people to win, be successful, become financially free doing. So it's not theory, okay? And so what we do is we'll bring that information back, and then we run it through another system to pull out everything that we want to pull out of there. All right. Then we look at it and then we say, okay, is this something that we want to create a framework or a course around? And if it is, then we'll go about the process of doing that. And so that's what we did in this case here. And we put together a real valuable resource that, and don't want you guys to be fooled by the small price. All right. One of the cool things about working with digital products is that you're able to set things up a way to where you can sell things at an economical price, give a lot of value, and still make a lot of profit. All right. So even though you're only paying $50 for this ebook, it's worth thousands and thousands of dollars to you. Now, we even made it even better for you guys. We said, okay, well, hopefully everybody got $50 in their pocket. If they don't, then they really need to be getting this ebook and they really need to be doing the things that we're sharing in this ebook. But I know some of you guys, you got situations, life is hard, time is hard, I heard money is hard. And if you can't afford to pay the $50 and you just want to make like a few payments over so many months, when you go over to my page, and I'm gonna actually show you this right now, okay? And then we're gonna get into what this ebook entails. Okay, give me a minute. Let me get it pulled up for you guys. All right. Okay, so if you go to the link in my bio, it's gonna take you to this page here. All right, and this is my all right, this is my digital storefront. Now, believe it or not, I have about 20 courses and things, but I only got one live right now, so you guys can see through this particular. So you wouldn't get confused, guys. So you come over here, and you're going to click on Get My Guide. All right, so the first thing is that you're going to be able to scroll down, and you're going to be able to check out a video. I did a really good video. I think it's about 20-something minutes where I walk you through and talk to you about what's in the ebook. And then you scroll on down here. Just give me a lot of the good stuff. Okay, so if you look down here where you see Afterpay, and Klarna. So even if you can't pay the $50 today, you say, okay, well, I want to do it, but I don't have $50 today. Just click on one of these, Afterpay or Klarna. What they're going to do is they're going to do what they call a soft pull on your credit. They'll look at it and say, okay, we can afford to let Orville make 5 payments of $11, whatever. Okay, and they charge a little bit of interest for it, right? And so you can do that, and then you can make payments on it. All right. So if you can't pay the $50, man, go ahead and do this right here. All right. Okay. So let me get back to this. Okay. So basically, in a nutshell, what this strategy is all about, I wrote an actual blog post about it. I'm going to pull it up. I mean, a Facebook post about it. Give me a minute, guys. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. All right. Give me a minute. All right. So yeah, I made a Facebook post. We're just gonna look at that Facebook post. I'm gonna walk you through. All right, so basically what I did was I gave a framework, guys. If you go to that Facebook post and you read it, that's the exact framework. Then the only thing that you're going to need to do, once you decide that you want to do that framework, is to go to the link in that Facebook post, or even the link in this video will have the same link. Go over to the store I just showed you. Go ahead and buy that ebook. Now, the way that I set the ebook up, if you noticed, I'll walk you guys through and show you, but it's all white pages. I don't have any type of pictures in there or anything like that. I set it up in a way like I did it almost like old school, where you guys would easily be able to read it because there's a lot of white space. But this is the reason I did it like I did it, because I wanted you to be able to print the ebook out. Okay. I want you to be able to print it out so that way you can sit down at your table or your desk, you can read it, and you can mark it up and highlight it and write your notes. Okay. A lot of people would take something like this, they would put some holes in it and put it inside of a binder and then use it like that. Now, you can print it out all at one time or you can print it out in sections. That's up to you. Okay. But I just created and made sure that we had the format so you can do that. Now, this strategy, guys, that I'm going to show you today is really, really simple. Okay. But you got to remember what one of my mentors said, Jeff Olson said, what's easy to do is also easy not to do. Okay. So it's a simple business plan, but it's going to take you doing some work. But guys, I guarantee you, if you follow through this and you do it for the 180 days like you're supposed to, it's going to literally change your life because you're going to be working on several different modalities at one time, several different things that you're going to be working on. One is you're going to be learning how to create content and how to share that content on social media. That's one thing you're going to learn. The second thing you're going to learn is you're going to learn how to do what we call attraction marketing, how to create content that, first of all, helps you get discovered out there in the marketplace. All right, it's going to help you get discovered, but then it's also going to attract your ideal customer or your potential or your target market to you. So the people that you want to talk to, the people that you want to follow you, and the people that you eventually want to sell to, it's going to do that. All right, but then also you're going to learn a system, guys, where you can go out here and you can take the skill sets that you're going to learn in that ebook and you can start building businesses on top of it. Okay. And you can sell different products or services using that skill set. Because in that ebook, I teach you everything from how to create content, how to distribute your content, but then also how to set up your systems, your automated systems to be able to sell products and services. And most of the time, how to do this on autopilot. So you're not having to trade time for dollars. Okay. And basically, the way I came up with the number that you can make. Okay. Now, this number could be lower, it could be a lot higher. It all depends on you. All right. And your work ethic, how much you get in here and learn and apply. Okay. But it's very simple. Okay. So when it comes to selling information, there's a couple things that you want to remember. First of all, if you can find a problem out there that that's a pain point for a certain segment of the people, and then you can either create a solution or acquire a solution to be able to sell to that segment of people that have that problem, you can generate some income, guys. You literally can get rich doing this. This is the foundation of capitalism out here. And so in our case, what I'm looking at is that there's a lot of people out there that's trying to figure out how to make more money. Right now, people are stretched more than ever. They have to work at jobs that they hate, jobs that control their times, their financial future, their financial reality. A lot of people don't feel that they're getting paid enough, or they don't feel that they're earning enough to be able to get out here and have the financial peace of mind to not be stressing off money and to live at a level that they want to live at. You got some people out here, man. They want to be free. They're like, okay, I don't want to do this anymore. That was me. That was me. I wanted to be free, man. I wanted to get away from what I call the ignorant thinking people, man, the craziness of corporate America and management and a job. And I wanted to be free. And so, I figured out a way to get out of there. And then once I got out of there, I started looking for ways to stay out of there. And that's what led me down the road to creating and doing the things that I'm doing right now. All right. And then, man, you got some people out there, man, they don't even get a chance to see their family, man. I mean, kids are being raised by kids. I mean, it's just bad out there. And the crazy thing is that if the majority of people really understood that a lot of the blueprint is already laid out for them, all right, but they have to look at it. If the majority of people realize that there were alternate ways to do things, then they would look at it different. Like one of the things that I figured out before I left the job was what all could I do on the outside that would give me what I had on the inside. So I went out and figured out where you could find health insurance. Just got to have the money to buy it. You could do it. Where I could set up retirement accounts. You could do everything that you do at a job as an entrepreneur from home. You could set your own retirement account, your own health insurance. You could do it all. All right. But the first thing you got to do is figure out how to make money. And that's what I'm going to be showing you guys inside this ebook. So we already established that a lot of people need to make money. That's a pain point, right? A lot of people are in debt. A lot of people are behind on retirement. And so they need this money. Now, that need is at different levels. Some people just need an extra $20, $25 a day to supplement their retirement or Social Security. Some people need 50 a day. Some people might need 500 a day. The need level is different depending on, your level. But the cool thing is that when you start looking at frameworks like I'm going to show you today, you can make that framework, produce any number. You can make it produce a small number to a big number. The only thing you're going to do different is do what they call scale. You're going to do more of something to get it to go bigger. Spend more time promoting, or you guys understand what I'm saying? You're going to do something more to make that go bigger. All right, so let's go over to my Facebook post, and we're gonna break down this framework, and then I'm gonna show you some of this, some of the ebook. Okay. And guys, the cool thing about this business is that you can get started with this today. And in a day, you can have your system set up, right? You can have your system set up so you can start having the potential of generating some cash flow. Okay. All right. All right. Now, selling what you know. Let's talk about that before we go any further. So we said that we have to identify a pain point to have a solution. So in our case, what we're looking at is people who aren't making enough money for whatever reason. All right, they don't have enough coming in. They need more money. They don't want to go get another job. They want to figure out how to create something that they own and control. Okay, that's the pain point. So we have the solution. All right. So when you are looking for a solution to a problem, there are several ways that you can get that information. One is you can get it from experience, from something that you know, something that you are an expert on, or something that you've done enough to where you're able to share that with people. Okay. And we call this selling what you know. All right. The other thing is that you can sell what somebody else knows. So you can go out and you can partner with different creators, and you can find people out there who've created courses and trainings and things like that around something that they know. So that's a real cool way because you don't have to go through this whole process of creating something, right? You just go out to the marketplace, you identify somebody that has a good product out there, and then they have what we call an affiliate program. And that's where or a resale program where you get the right to market or resell that product for a certain commission. That could be anywhere from 10% to 50%. I didn't see that go as high as 85%, depending on what you're working with, right? Now, if you create the product yourself, naturally you'll make more profit because you're creating it. But at the same time, you have to create it, and it's all based off of what you know. But if you learn the skill set of an affiliate of going out and identifying products or services out in the marketplace that's a solution to a problem, then you can move faster, right? Because you don't have to create it, but you're going to make less. You're going to make 20 to 50%. Okay. But you can do that with multiple products. Okay. All right. So you following that? Okay. Now, with this particular opportunity, I'm going to show you guys today, it's a two-part opportunity. One is it's a training resource. You're going to get in here and you're going to learn some very valuable skills around digital marketing and content creation. All right. And so you're going to stack some skills that you can utilize out there for a lot of different things. A lot of people could take what they're going to learn in this ebook. If they didn't want to go start a business, they can take it to reinvent themselves at their jobs. All right. Or some of you guys might want to learn what you learn and switch jobs, move out of the position you're in, then go out there and become a content specialist or a social media specialist or manager for a company. You could do that and make money that way. All right. But then some of you guys are going to want to take this information and go out there and launch your enterprise. Now, you can make money. A very simple way to make money is just to turn around and market and promote this ebook because I'm looking to get it out there to as many people as I can. And so what I did was I set up an affiliate program where once you purchase the ebook, you're going to be presented with a link. All right. And you can take that link and you can utilize the strategies that we give you inside this framework I'm going to show you inside this ebook just to put this link around your content. All right. And then when a person goes to that link and they purchase that ebook, you're going to get 50% commissions off of that. Okay. So you're going to make 50%. So in this case, the ebook is $50. So you'll make $25 every time you do that. And with what you're going to be learning inside of that ebook, that's going to give you the framework and the blueprint to go out here and to be able to create a system of how you do what you do to where you can generate anywhere from 1 sale a day to 20 or 30 sales a day. It's going to all depend on you, okay? But I'm giving you the blueprint in there. So you literally, let's say for instance, you went out there and you followed through on the blueprint that we break down in the ebook, which by got to tell you, it's over 210 pages in there, and we go through and we break down everything for you guys. But let's say for instance, you get in there and you set your system up. Quickest way is you don't create a product right now. You sell a product that somebody else creates. So in our case, you'll sell my product while you're waiting to think about what you want to create for yourself. And we teach you in there how to just go out and start creating real simple content. A minute long video here, a 2-minute video there, maybe a 30-second video there. 3 pieces of content a day. All right. Upload it to your social media. All right. And then just share the link around your content. That's the framework. And the more you do this and the better you get at doing this, then all those videos that you're putting up every day become like your mini salespeople out there. And in there, we talk about how to go cross-platform, how to post to Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, YouTube. Or you guys follow what I'm saying? So now those 3 videos are being multiplied on all those different platforms. Okay. So now when you look up after a month, you got hundreds of videos out there that are acting like little ads for you. And guys, this is the cool thing. You don't even have to sell in the videos. Before we get off this live, I'm gonna show you guys how you would do this. Okay. I'm gonna show you how you would do it in in a very easy way. Okay. All right. So let's go over to the Facebook post and let me break this down to you guys. All right. All right. So you guys are looking at my Facebook page right now. Okay. Yep, you're looking at it. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go down. Okay. To today's post. All right, so this is the post I'm talking about right here. So first of all, I want you guys want to draw your attention. Okay, so that's me sitting inside of a restaurant. All right, eating a steak and looking at my laptop. Okay, now this is what the post says. It says, "What if you could turn your content in 2 hours per day into a business that pays you $250 days without creating a product from scratch?" All right, and that's one of the things that I teach you inside of Launch the Content Creators Blueprint is how to create this this framework to where you can how to create this framework. Hold on 1 minute, guys. All right, how to create this framework. She got me. She got me all off. All right, let me get back on track. How to create this framework to be able to do this? Okay, so it's only 2 hours a day. And a lot of people can do it less than that. To be honest with you, the better you get at this, you can probably be in and out of it like in 45 minutes to an hour. 2 hours a day is what I put out there if you're gonna study also. So like you'll spend like say like 30 minutes or even an hour a day studying the ebook, going through the content, and then to make your content, man, it can go simple because content could be a picture with a little bit of text. Content could be a short video, like a minute long video, or content could be like a 30 or 40-second video. You don't have to do long form content. I like doing long form content, but you don't have to do it. There's a lot of people out there that generate six figures a year from home doing very, very small content and doing this exact blueprint. Okay. All right. So let me check this here. Okay. So let me go back to it. So it says most people on social media, most people on social media for free, but with the right system, the same content can become a business that pays you daily. Here's the 10-step framework I use and that I teach inside of Launch the Content Creators Blueprint. Okay, so the first step is commit to creating daily. All right, consistency beats talent every day. All right, that's wrong. We're gonna fix this on the fly. All right, because I've seen a couple things I need to update with this. Keep it real with you guys. All right. Should have been content there. We see anything else, I'm gonna fix it. I don't care what you guys say. That's how we do it. We keep it real. All right. So it says commit to creating content daily. The consistency beats talent every day. All right, every time. So one of the things I teach you guys is I teach you guys how to show up. All right, how to show up and how to create content every day. It's not hard. If you want to challenge me and see how much content I create, I want you to go over to my profile. So, okay, so if you go over to orvillejparker.com, that's going to take you right here to my profile. Now, let me show you guys something. So, this is what I'm creating a piece of content today. We're in this live. All right, this is a post that I did today. All right, this is a post that I did today. Say shout out to the world. It's a very small post there. Or you guys follow what I'm saying? So right now, I'm already 3 pieces of content up already. And if you go down, I create a lot of content. Just go to my profile and scroll through. Look at all the content that I create. I own another small company called Avatar Pop Studios, which is a digital agency where we create these avatars and sell them to customers and clients. All right. But if you go look at all my content, man, I create a lot of content every day. All right. So that's what I break down and teach you guys inside of the ebook. All right. So the second step, pick your lane, choose a niche you care about, and stick to it. So some of you guys might say, okay, well, Orville, I like talking about current events, man. I like talking about what's going on in the news. That's cool. Well, you can create your content around that. Some of you might say, okay, well, Orv, I like hiking, man. I like being outside. All right, that's what you create your content around. Or you guys follow what I'm saying? Whatever you like or whatever you're interested in, cars, guns, whatever. You create your content around that. Okay, and that's the beauty of this. You get to talk about whatever you want to talk about. And I'm gonna show you guys how I do this. All right, so let's say for instance that you're into let's say you're into organization, or you like organizing your home or organizing your office. So all you would do is you would take and you would create a short piece of content sharing some tips. Okay, guys, here are 5 ways that you can organize your office. Okay, only spending say 1 hour a month. All right, that's a nice little headline. 5 ways you can organize your office only spending 1 hour a month. And then what you would do is in that content, in that short video, which is only like a minute or 2 minutes long, or in just some text, you would just give them the 5 steps. All right, you would do that. So you're giving the value. All right, and that's actually hitting a pain point because a lot of people, man, they are disorganized, clutter everywhere. So you're giving them a solution to that problem for free, right? So here, and that's your content for the day. So you make the content. Now here's the key. At the end of the content, this is what you'll put. You say, so you ever thought about making money around your content? Or how would you like to earn an extra $200, $300 a day posting content to social media? And then all you're going to do is put that affiliate link I'm going to give you to my ebook. All right. So so all you did is made your content. You talked about what you wanted to talk about. You didn't even have to talk about the product. You talked about the thing that you're doing, that you're sharing in your content. And you say, hey, by the way, if you're looking to earn some extra income or you're looking to earn money off your content, then just check out the link at the bottom of this post. And they'll go to that link and then they'll go over to my landing page. They purchased the ebook for $50. You made $25 cash off that. Okay. Cha-ching into your account. So this framework that I showed you guys is I showed you how to start building out your personal brand and talking about things that you want to talk about on your social media. But then I show you how to monetize that. And you don't have to sell. You don't have to do any of that. All you got to do is do exactly what I just showed you guys. Okay. So give me a minute. Let me go back to the Facebook post. Okay. So we said you're going to commit to creating content daily. Consistency beat talent. You're going to pick your lane, so you're going to choose a niche you care about and stick to it. And then you're going to clone yourself with AI, create unlimited photos of you in a different setting without a camera or travel. So now with this right here, you're going to have to, and this is something I'm going to do. I haven't got it set up yet, but I'm going to set up a bonus training to go with this, where I'm going to break down and show you guys how to do what I do with AI when it comes to creating an AI twin. To everybody that purchases the ebook, I'm gonna give you access to that, and I'm gonna show you the power of this. Okay, show you the power of this. All right, so what you're looking at right here is a photo that my AI created off of my likeness. I wasn't sitting in that restaurant. I wasn't eating a steak that day. All right, this is my AI twin. So what this allows me to do is I trained my AI, all right, on my likeness. Then I had my AI clone me. Then what that allows me to do now, I can create a picture of me doing anything anywhere. Like if I wanted to be by the ocean, in in Thailand or wherever the heck the ocean's at, I could do that. If I wanted to be sitting on a motorcycle in the mountains of Canada, I could do that. I could be wearing anything, whatever I want to be in that picture will be in that picture. All right. And what this allows me to do is this allows me to create content like this right here. That's my AI twin. That car, everything was all custom put into there. Okay. Same thing with that one. Same thing with that one there. Same thing with that one there. All right. So what that allows me to do is, you know how I don't know if you guys, unless you didn't create a content, you're always looking for photos and things like that and videos to put in your content. But once you learn how to use AI, like I'll show you guys, you can create a clone of yourself, and that gives you the ability of having a visual around whatever you're posting as far as your content, and this becomes part of your content. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys how to do that. I'm gonna add that as a bonus module to anybody that purchases the ebook. Okay, so you're gonna learn how to do that. Okay, all right. So let's go back to this post real quick. All right. So it says clone yourself with AI, create unlimited photos of you in different settings without a camera or travel. All right, then you're going to find a product to resell. Digital products, ebook courses, templates, memberships are best. You keep 20 to 50% of every sale. The creator does the work, and you get to keep 50% of the profits whenever someone buys the product from your promotional link. All right, which is very, very powerful, guys. So let me show you this here. All right, so here is the ebook that you're going to be purchasing. All right, it's called Launch the Content Creators Blueprint. The exact blueprint on how anyone can launch a digital business online in as little as 48 days. All right, it has right at 210 pages. And I walk you through, guys. I walk you through and I break the whole game down to you. All right. I break the whole game down to you on, first of all, how to start looking at business different, how you make money different, start looking at social media different, and then how to start looking at content creation, why you want to create content, what's being done with content. Then I start rolling out the framework, teaching you about how people are selling products around content. In our case, digital products. How are they doing that? How are they setting their automated systems up so they don't have to do a lot of the heavy lifting? And that's what I walk you through. It's a very extensive book. I think I put about 8 different frameworks and courses in here. All right, and we just put them in here, and we set it up in a way to where you guys can go here, and you're going to be able to learn all that you need to learn about creating content and also creating digital products. Okay, and how to make money off these digital products that you create, and also digital products that everybody else creates. Very, very good. Like I told you, I got it all set up in a way to where it's easy for you to look at. Black ink on white, no pictures, none of that. And it's really simple and easy for you to print these out. And then you can go through, mark it up, note it, and all that. So very, very, very good ebook. So in this case, you would be purchasing my ebook, okay, to learn from Ansett. All right, so once you do that, once you find a product, you're going to plan your content calendar. So inside the ebook, we break down and we show you how to go in and how to set up what we call a content calendar, how to plan out what you're going to post in advance. Okay. And then the next step, number 6, post 3 times a day, share value, tips, and resources in your niche. I just showed you guys. Today, I'm working on right now with this live is my 3rd piece of content for the day. And all of them have value. All right. So the one that you're looking at right now, which is a live, that's this right here being recorded. That's a piece of content. Then this post here is a piece of content. And then I did this one here, which is a piece of content. Now I'm going to do more than that. I'll probably do a couple more later on. But I already got my 3 done for the day. All right. Use strong visuals, custom photos, make your content pop and build your personal brand. All right. What did you guys see here? That's a strong visual. That's got me in there. That's my likeness, building my personal brand. This one here, that's a strong visual. That's a nice looking car. Okay, that's going to catch the eye. And then this is a video. All right, so you guys see that? All right, so drop your link and call to action at the end of your content. Put your resale link in the caption or your bio. So if you guys see here, like if you click on this, it takes you over to that page where you guys can click here. And now you can scroll down. This is the sales page for my ebook. All right. And the actual checkout page. All right. So that's my call to action leading to that. All right. Just give me a minute. Make sure you guys are on the same. I have to keep checking this, man. All right. Make sure you guys are on the same page I am. All right. So you put a strong call to action. Remember what I said at the end, guys, you talk about whatever you want to talk about in your content. Hey, you ever thought about making money around your content? If so, check out the link in my bio. That's all you're doing. That's all you're doing. All right. So number 8 was drop your link and call to action. Number 9, educate or entertain. Keep people coming back for more. All right. Remember we talked about giving value. You want to give value in your content. Or you want to give people a little bit of entertainment. All right. All right. Number 10, stay committed for 180 days. Momentum compounds. All right. And I want you guys to really, really pay attention to that. See, a lot of times we'll start a new skill or a new process, and we don't give it enough time for us to be able to learn and get good at it. And what I tell you is, when you purchase the ebook and you start with the system, give it some time, man. Give it 6 months. Get in and commit to it. You're only spending 1 hour to 2 hours a day to learn a very, very valuable skill that you can take and you can start promoting any product or service. You can build multiple streams of income. I use the training that I'm showing you guys in there to do what I'm doing online right now. I have multiple products that I market online. I have a $900 training program I market. I have $50 ones. I have $100 ones. I have Avatar Pop Studio, which is my new animation studio that I have. And I use everything in this ebook to do what I'm doing. Okay. So got to commit to it, guys, because over time, it started clicking. Over time, it gets good. Over time, you give your content time enough to get out there. Okay. But the cool thing is with this system, you literally could be up and running in 24 to 48 hours, and you literally could be making money in 48 to 72 hours. All right. You literally could. That's the cool thing about this. All right. All right. So phone off the chain today. It's unhinged. All right. If sales don't come right away, adjust your product or your message. Don't quit. Once you start seeing profit, you can scale into multiple streams of income. Digital marketing is one of the most valuable skills in today's economy, and this system is one of the fastest ways to get started. If you're ready to learn how I'm creating potential $250 paydays with this one digital product while building long-term digital skills, go here now. All right, that's your call to action, guys. That's your call to action. Okay? That's your call to action at the end of this. All right, so hopefully you guys got something from this. Hopefully you guys understand what it is that I'm doing here with this. Now, what I'm gonna advise you to do is I'm gonna advise you to go over to that link in the description of my of this post. Go over to that link, check out the video. I got like a 20-something minute video where I break down launch the Content Creators Blueprint, which is the ebook. I talk about the content or how you can make money with it, and then go ahead and buy it, guys. Go ahead and buy it. Go ahead and buy it, print it out, and then start learning and start doing. If you have any questions, you can shoot me a PM. I'll be happy to answer any questions for you. I show you how to do it all there, guys. I show you how to start creating your content. I show you how to create your own product. If you got some information that you want to share, if you don't, then you could take my product, you could resell it. I show you how to go out and find other products to resell. And then I show you how to start getting to this bag. Okay. That's what we all want to do, man. You might be sitting there saying, okay, I hate that job, or I don't want to keep going to that job. But what I'm going to tell you is if you hate that job, you're going to have to start doing something different. All right. You're going to have to do something different. You can't do what you've done up until this point and try to get a different result. You got to do something different. I love it, man. One of the best things I could have done was left that job. I get up every day. I get to work on projects, be creative, create things that I own and control. And I get to do it all from home, guys. I don't even have to leave the house. I'm doing it all from home. Okay. And that's one of the cool things about this business model I'm talking to you guys about today is it's location independent. Once you learn what you're going to learn inside of Launch the Content Creators Blueprint, you could just start building multiple streams of income, multiple businesses that you run from just your smartphone. You know, the cool thing is you'll be able to say, for instance, like I live in the Midwest. I might say, okay, look, I want to move. We want to move to the East Coast. My business goes with me. All right, we want to move to California. My business goes with me. Oh, we want to travel the world. My business goes with me. It's location independent. And if you're like me, you're Generation X out there and you're trying to figure out other ways to add additional income streams to what you're doing, then I would advise you guys get this ebook. Get in there and start learning. All right. Let me show you guys something right quick. And then I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna show you one of my other funnels. All right, I'm gonna show you guys one of my other funnels, and then we're gonna get out of here. All right. All right, and then we're gonna get out of here. Let me get it pulled up. All right, so I have another funnel. All right, and you can, if you want to check it out, you can go over to learndigitalday.com. Now, remember I told you guys you can make money off things that you sell or things that you create or something that somebody else created. This is one that I market that I didn't create it. It was my mentor, Michelle, created this almost 2 years ago. I think it was like 2.5 years ago. I actually got involved with it a year and a half. I bought the resale rights to 4 courses that's on top of a training platform. And then I also got the resale rights to a 55,000 person community. And then it's just every week there's like 5 new trainings that get added to this. So and it's for the life. So I paid one fee, which was $900, and I got access to this whole platform, 4 courses, and 1 community, all right, with 55,000 people. Now, this product, this $900 product, has generated over $30 million for our community over the last 12 months. So that means that $30 million was created and went to the different resellers inside the community, not to Michelle. She made her own money. Okay. Now, this is the cool thing, guys. Once I paid that $900, I got that lifetime resale license. to that. So this is the funnel here that you're looking at. And all I do is you go to my Facebook profile. I'll talk about digital marketing. And then I invite people over here to fill out this information. They go through a sales process. If they come out on the other end, they say, okay, Orville, look, I want to do that. I make $900, right? And that's an automated system. I don't spend hardly any time on this. You know, you go through my Facebook profile once a week, I'll do a post. All right. But what you're going to learn inside of Launch the Content Creators Blueprint is going to teach you how to go out and identify these kind of products and then how to get things set up. All right. So again, what I'm going to invite you guys to do, if you heard something, you say, okay, well, look, you know, this making sense to me, man. Or if I need to make some more money, man, I need to get some things going, then go to the link in the description field of this video. Go there, go ahead and check out that information. Go ahead and buy that ebook, man. Go ahead and get it downloaded, print it out, sit down at your kitchen table or at your desk, start going through it, and then take action on it. Like I told you, I break down in there how you can set your own system up within 24 to 48 hours. You're going to be learning on one side and you're going to be doing on the other side. But you don't even have to have a product that you're going to create right now. All right. All you got to do is grab that link that I'm going to give you in there. You can start promoting my ebook. And every time one sells, you can make $25. You sell one a day, you make $25 a day. That's $700. That'll pay a car note. That'll pay some major bills. All right. But what if you sold 2 a day? That's $50 a day. That's $1,500 a month. That'll pay a mortgage. What if you sold 5 a day? That's $125 a day. Okay. What is that? Right at $4,000 a month. So by you selling 4 or 5 of these ebooks, and you're teaching people how to go out there and how to fix a major deficit in their lives. By you doing that, you can make almost $4,000 a month and never have to create a product. All right, so go ahead, go down to the description in this video, check out that link, and I'll see you guys on the other side. God bless.